This One's Wife. Major Culinary Breakthrough. Hello, I'm H.G. Tudor. Consider, if you will, the audacity of these so-called celebrity chefs strutting around with their Michelin stars and TV empires as if they've invented flavour itself. Please, step aside, Gordon Ramsay, with your potty-mouthed tantrums and overpriced beef Wellington. You scream at underlings like a toddler denied a second helping of chicken nuggets. Yet you've never achieved the ethereal perfection of This One's Wife's roast chicken, the dish that snagged a prince. Your Hell's Kitchen is just a sweaty soundstage. This One's Wife is a sun-dappled Monty Shit Show countertop where magic happens without a single expletive. Then there's Jamie Oliver, the naked chef turned school lunch crusader, banging on about pucker tuck and turbocharged veg. Mate, your 15-minute meals take 30 if you actually follow your chaotic instructions, and your smash-it-up philosophy is just an excuse for lazy knife work. This One's Wife doesn't need a campaign to make kids eat greens. She simply is the campaign. Radiant, relatable, and capable of turning a humble zucchini into a lifestyle statement. Her spread? A single teaspoon probably contains more nuanced umami than your entire line of air fryer cookbooks. Let us not forget Massimo Bottura, the Italian poet of modernist cuisine, deconstructing lasagna like it's a Freudian nightmare. 3 hours to plate a single ravioli that looks like abstract art and tastes like regret? Ha! This One's Wife could whip up a gluten-free, plant-based, ethically sourced pasta that unites nations in under 20 minutes, all while wearing cashmere and solving world hunger via Instagram. Your Osteria Francescana is a museum. Her kitchen is a movement. And Guy Fieri, oh Guy, with your flame shirts and donkey sauce empire, you drive around America deep frying anything that isn't nailed down, calling it Flavor Town. Sir, the only town you're mayor of is Diabetes City, population your arteries. This One's Wife's avocado toast, smashed naturally, is a cultural reset. Your triple bacon cheeseburger monstrosity is why the rest of the world laughs at American excess. She elevates simplicity. You weaponize it. Even the sainted Julia Child, bless her warbling voice and towering stature, spent decades teaching housewives to flip crepes without setting the kitchen ablaze. Adorable, but dated. This One's Wife doesn't need a whisk the size of a boat, or she manifests culinary transcendence through intention, organic produce and the sheer force of her personal brand. Julia mastered butter. This One's Wife is the butter. Smooth, golden, and impossible to resist spreading. Look, these chefs toil in professional kitchens, enslaved to timers and taste panels. This One's Wife, she cooks with the confidence of someone who once convinced Netflix that her life merits a docuseries. Her roast chicken isn't just dinner, it's a love story, a diplomatic coup, a fragrant symbol of modern femininity. The rest of these imposters plate ambition on foam and regret. This One's Wife plates destiny on Wedgwood. So let the Ramsays rage, the Olivers hustle, the Baturas brood. Their collective CV couldn't season a single Archwell-branded grain bowl. The true culinary genius wears Loro Piana while basting, smiles for the paparazzi mid-reduction, and turns a humble fowl into folklore. All hail This One's Wife, the Duchess of Deliciousness. Proof that real talent doesn't need a toque, just a tiara and impeccable lighting. And after all, she's gone and done it again, hasn't she? Demonstrating what a culinary genius she is with this major breakthrough. Watch this latest video that she has put up to her As Ever account.
Okay, so for holidays, I love having a really cozy, warm beverage that everyone can enjoy. And you could do teas, but you could also do a hot toddy or a spiced cider. I like to make a big pot for everyone. It's so easy. All you do, boil some water, enough for 8 servings, 10 servings. Once it's at a boil, turn it down, take the entire contents, and let it steep in the pot. Now, what happens when you do this? When people come into your house, they go, "It smells so good. What is that?" And go, "Oh my gosh, let me offer you a drink." And then I would just add a couple details here to just embolden the flavor a bit. Honey adds a really special note. cinnamon stick is so nice in there as well. You smell the cinnamon, you smell that lemongrass. You could also add a spirit of choice to make it a little bit more grown up, but just on its own, it's the most soothing, especially in cold weather.
Are you not blown away by this major culinary breakthrough by this deluded narcissist? Boiled water. Yes. Nobody has ever thought to do this before. It's demonstrative of her talent, or, more realistically, the ridiculousness of this woman whereby she can't actually cook, but thinks that she can. The reason for this is once again her narcissism that tells her that everything she does is brilliant, of the moment, that's special, unrivaled. And what happens? The law of collateral consequences. Driven by the need to assert control over an audience, to draw fuel by way of their reactions, to manage her facade of hostess with the mostess, she pumps out a video on Instagram, once again proving, as I predicted, that it will be her undoing, in an attempt to demonstrate just how brilliant she is in the kitchen. And instead, what does she get? She's mocked. As Alice Wade writes in the Daily Mail, this one's wife has been mocked for yet another cooking blunder after sharing a recipe for mulled water. In her latest Instagram clip, she revealed how she uses the $16 spice cider mulling spice kit from her lifestyle brand As Ever to create a really cozy warm beverage that everyone can enjoy. This one's wife explained how she brings a large pot of water to the boil, takes it off the heat, and adds her spice kit to steep. Well, absolutely fucking amazing. Now, ordinarily, I thought that you added the spices to wine or apple cider, not to water, because all you're actually doing is kind of making a cup of tea, and not a particularly attractive sounding one, or you're making something that basically makes your room smell nice, which is something that she alluded to in the video. But the fact is, she went on to state that home cooks could add a spirit of choice to make it a little more grown up, but the drink is the most soothing without the addition of alcohol, especially in the cold weather. Somebody commented on X, if I'm not mistaken, this one's wife just made mulled water. Wouldn't you add the spices to apple cider, not water? Somebody else likened her beverage to the simmer pot that real estate agents put on the stove to make houses smell lovely during viewings. Never seen them serve it up in a mug, though, that person added. A third said, looks like she was making a spicy tea because she has no idea of what she's really doing. Madam fake it till you make it Monty Shit Show. Another remarked, she creates a simmer pot and then serves it to guests as a beverage. Mulling spices are meant to augment a hot beverage like cider, wine, coffee or tea. But then again, what should we expect from the person labelling tisanes as tea? Keep in mind, this is the same woman who is teaching us how to can food while holding the canning tongs upside down. This is not a hot toddy. It's what the rest of us use as potpourri for scenting our homes, another commented. As part of the collection released last week, this one's wife's Potemkin brand As Ever included a hot toddy and mulled cider spice kit. The hot toddy kit comes in a 43-gram bag and contains 8 servings. The product is described on the As Ever website as a holiday entertaining essential with a powerful aroma that will inspire conversation. The product comes in a muslin bag containing a spice blend of organic cinnamon, lemongrass, lemon peel and ginger root. So if it's already got cinnamon in it, why was she adding a cinnamon stick to it? Once again, demonstrating that she doesn't know what she's talking about. This is yet another instance of not only demonstrating the incompetence of this one's wife, but it also shows her delusion that she thinks that she's showing you something really novel and special. This simply revolves around this thought process. If it's me, it must be brilliant. That's what's the kernel at the heart of all of this. That this one's wife believes that if she does it, it must be amazing. I know many people struggle to accept that that's the case when the actual evidence in front of her shows that it isn't. But what you've got to understand is what you see goes through a distortion field so that it is interpreted differently by this one's wife. So what you see is mulled water, she sees as a triumph, a never seen before application of spices that conjure up a wonderful scent and an easy way to gather guests, inspire conversation, to spend time in good company with the ones you love, one mug at a time. What you look at as something to be ridiculed, she sees as a taste sensation that has never before been tried. This is why she keeps going, because the delusion of her narcissism keeps telling her what she does is brilliant, and if it doesn't reach the success that it does, it's not her fault. It's down to other factors that are nothing to do with her. This is why she doesn't go away. This is why she keeps trying, because her narcissism tells her, you're wonderful, you're brilliant, you've created this fantastic drink. Everybody else looks at it and goes, that's mulled water, perhaps saving the sugars, but we all know how stupid they are. Once again, in the world of this one's wife, it's a major culinary breakthrough. For virtually everybody else, they're looking at mulled water and ridiculing her once again. I'm H.G. Tudor. Thank you for watching.